So this is obviously a painting I've made. Some of you have seen how I make these. If you've not seen how I've made it, please go to my group page on Facebook. Click the link and you'll be directed straight to it. You'll see that I made this within 10 minutes. There's nothing fancy about how I make them. I'm just colouring in basically the page. I don't know what's on there. I'm just colouring it in. Whatever's on there is being made as I paint. Yeah. So what you're seeing is they represent the beings in the clouds and in the forest, the Anunaki sky gods and the 600 that were fallen. That's what you're seeing. This is what the paintings depict. They're from the Anunaki, the days of the Anunaki. That's who they are. They're in the fourth dimension. I can see them, and I'm receiving. I'm communicating with them on a daily basis, and I've learned to receive messages on plain paper. I just colour it in. So you're looking at real artifacts from a species or types of beings within the fourth dimension. They can be found in the clouds, because in the fourth dimension, clouds are actually physical craft and beings. Clouds are not what you think they are. They're just not. You don't know it yet. You can laugh and ridicule me all you want. But this is just another aspect of what I do, what I can see, and how I can prove to people that they need to start paying more attention to what's in the sky. It's a very real thing. In fact, it's such a real thing. This proves to me that I'm not nuts. People that know me know I cannot draw. I can't draw. I've never had an inclination to do it, never felt like it. I've always been a sporty person. I hate drawing. I hated art class. I'm terrible at drawing. I could do a Mr. Man, maybe copy some of the characters out of the Mr. Men, Mr. Man, which are children's books. But you're looking at, it actually is four-dimensional holographic art created by an alien race that uses a technology far beyond any capability of any human on this planet. I could happily put my name to this. I coloured it in so, I could say partially I'm responsible for making this happen. But you flip it around this way, yeah? Flip it around this way and it tells a different story using the same caricatures on the page. Yeah? It's incredible. This is an A4 piece of paper, plain paper, that you'd use for a printer. Not expensive. But I'm telling you now, I didn't do this. And I've got hundreds of them. I can do this in any given moment. Tissue paper from a restaurant. I put it in my hand. I open it. I get this. I am that in tune with it. It's frightening, really. But I'm taking it on the chin. I'm taking it in my stride. Whatever way you want to look at it. I am in communication with an ET race, and this is the art and language left by them. I'm selling it because of COVID. I don't need it. I can make many of these, but if you want to own a real piece of art made by extraterrestrials, yeah, when you put a light behind it, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Yeah, so I'm selling these with a black light on them and a normal light like this. Yeah, and I'll show you what a black light looks like in a separate video. Well, it'll be in the same video. Yeah? Are you catching what I'm throwing at you? Yeah? This is not a scam. I've already shown people. I can make these in 10 minutes. I don't know what's going to be on the paper. But what you're seeing represents the beings I'm in communication with. Right? And there's a language in there. There's so much to learn from one piece. You can flip it around. And here's the fun part. You flip it on its backside. Watch this. You put this and it's a totally different drawing. You put it on a black light, yeah, and it's again, and it's just a piece of paper with no coloration on it. But trust me, when you put a black light on this, or view it in a negative filter, you'll see there's a completely different drawing on here. Yeah, and I'll show you. I mean, there's a big face there. You see that? But with a black light, that will pop out and be holographic. So the rear side is always holographic. And each way you look at it tells a different story using the same caricatures. This is 4-dimensional holographic art created by an ET race that I've simply coloured in, who I'm in contact with. Yeah? And there's going to be loads of trolls and haters. I really don't care what you say. Yeah? Find your own ET race and then come back to me if you're doing some art and drawings and you're working with them. Find your own. Don't persecute me for needing to sell stuff during a time where my business is dead. Yeah, this is the only way I can make money. So I'm going to do that. I don't care what you think or say. I'm in daily connection with them. I know the truth. I know more than most people on this planet. I know more than them. I know what is the truth. I know where to find the truth. So I don't need to be too concerned about what people think of me when they're not even ready to listen to what it is I have to say to them. Yeah? I'd happily put my name to this. I don't need to come at this angle to make up some story to try and sell something. No, I don't need to do that. It sells itself. Because you have to ask yourself a question which most dumb idiots don't ask themselves. But those that are half as smart as I am, or smart enough, will ask the question, well, how can he do that in 15 minutes? Because I just watched him do it. And how is it possible that it's been made when he's just colouring it in the way he's doing it? So within 10 minutes I made this just by colouring in a piece of paper with particular colours that I've kind of learnt what to use. How is it possible? It's not possible. Well, who put it there? So then you have to look at me again, right? Well, is he in connection with aliens? Then you have to look at my videos. Even if it's not aliens, you can agree it's a race of beings or an entity that is far more talented than any human on this planet. It proves there is an existence of another plane, a level of being, paranormal exists, whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you straight, I know what it is. If you watch my videos, you'll care to I'll bring you up to speed on what it is, why they communicate with me, what the messages actually mean. We're basically running out of time, guys, because we're not being nice to each other, and we're allowing a regime or the tyranny to get the better of us, and we're just bowing down and taking it up the rear end, aren't we? Until there's no food left, civil uproar, and basically you're going to have to defend your own house from people trying to steal food from you, murder you for stuff, and then it'll be the police just knocking on your door to say you can't have this, you've got to live in this particular system, because the whole world is screwed over by the very system that was designed to make you broken. Don't think this is by mistake or not without plan. But I'm hoping, and I'm seeing hope in the sky with these guys. I hope an intervention will really take us away from the tyranny, give us back some hope. There's a war going on between two factions above your head. Enlil and Enki, Marduk, as there was the last time of the Great Flood. Some would know them these times in Genesis, the book of Genesis 3, the chariots of the Elohim. Well, the chariots of the Elohim are the same. They're the sky gods. There's 300 of them. They were also at war over mankind. So it's just the same beings depicted in a different way or light or context. But it's the same story told, same source above our heads. You could own this. I'm selling them for $250 each. They will come in a nice frame with a backlight, so you can view both sides through one screen of glass. So glass either side. You can swivel it round, and you can view it in a normal light and in a negative or black light to see the holographic version and the coloured version. $250 each one, alien artifacts, real, not a joke, no one can copy this. Debunk it if you may, but you're wasting your time. There's only one of a kind, each piece can never be copied or duplicated, because I did not make them, okay? I just coloured them in. Thanks for watching, guys. Get in touch with me. If you really like this one, you can own it, but you've got to be the first ones to say you want it and make a payment. Thank you very much.